Hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. If we haven't met before, I'm the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. I want to welcome you to our channel, and today's video, which is video 6 in our series of Back to Basics, where we're taking everything way back when. Imagine you started from nothing, and we're looking at food in November and how you can literally shop and buy and eat and start a pantry from nothing, and meal planning and all that good stuff. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through some of the meals that I've made and also some of the pricing. So check it out. So my breakfast is super boring in the morning. It's just Weet-Bix and I add hot water to it instead of a full bowl of milk. Saves me money, but also it's a nice warm treat for me. Add a bit of sugar, it's nice and sweet. I actually don't like the texture of porridge, but I'm told that this is exactly the same. I don't know why, but I would prefer this. It's cheap and easy for me. I'm the only one who eats it like this in the household, but either way, it's what I like to eat. I can't do oats, so this is the next best thing. Started making some fruit salad. First I cut up a massive watermelon that I had, and I have to put it in a container with a clear lid so the children know that there's fruit in the fridge to eat instead of grabbing chips. And then started making a fruit salad. Cut up one of the apples, an orange and some watermelon, and this bowl was way too much for me for one sitting. I ended up breaking it into morning tea and afternoon tea, but still it was super cheap, and I had heaps of leftover apples and oranges, so this costing isn't exactly 100% correct. For dinner one night we had dim sims, frozen fish, veggies and chips. In hindsight, I wish I just did one dim sim each because it was way too much food. So here I literally am counting all of the carrots just to check how many there are, and then I peeled and then I weighed them just to see sort of where I was at so I could work out costing. And then we're going to cook them. Then I also weighed out corn, and I also weighed out frozen broccoli and cauliflower so I could work out the cost of that. And this is what I would do anyway if I was really portion controlling, so I could make sure my food lasts. I'm more than happy to do it. It takes me 2 minutes while I'm cooking. It's no extra for me. And then this way I know I'm not going to run out of anything either. Also measured frozen chips. I know, completely crazy, but sometimes I cook way too much food, and although it will get eaten, I just feel it's a bit of a waste. So these fish fillets I already had before, and they were really nice but super thin. And here's all our dinner plates that were here, and the costings as well. Next night we're having a sweet and sour chicken with rice, and again, yes, I'm measuring it out, but also I was curious to know how much the weight was for the cup that we have, because we were given a rice cooker, and so I wanted to know how much rice we actually are cooking. I have 4 chicken breasts here. I'm going to take out 2, cut them up for our dinner, and the other 2 I cut up and I froze so we could have for another meal down the track. Next night for dinner, I'm making my son some sausage rolls. These are one of his favorites, and I sneak in some potatoes and carrots in there, so it makes it pretty easy. It's half a kilo of sausage mince that I just get from the local either butcher or the Foodland that's here, and then half of that mixture would make 2 massive sausage rolls or 8 mini ones. So I make all of them up because it's hard to defrost just half a sheet of puff pastry, and then the leftover sausage rolls he will have for another meal. and or unless someone sneaks them out of the kitchen when I'm not looking. I just put an egg wash on there and then cook them in the oven for 20 minutes and they're done. And I also did put some wedges with his dinner. I didn't put these into the costings because I completely forgot, but yep, they're there ready. So while my son's having sausage rolls, we are having a lasagna. So I had a kilo of mince served, divided that in half and frozen half, and then again just measuring out all the vegetables, and now pulling out all of the peas because nobody in my family eats peas except for me. So I will put them in a separate bag and freeze them for later, don't worry. And now I'm just gonna cook off the mince, add in a can of tomatoes and wash it out with a little bit of water, and then make the white sauce and then put it all together. The next meal we have is Tuna Monet. Nothing super exciting to say about this, but again, weighed out the pasta because I was curious to know how much it weighed and how much we sort of use. And yeah, they made the white sauce, put the tuna in, and some corn as well. As they say, Bob's your uncle. And then dinner was done. On Saturday, I'll usually do a cooked breakfast, which is just scrambled eggs on toasts. It's more like brunch by the time I get home from running around all morning teaching Zumba. And so it's just eggs, milk, cook it up, bang on some toast. Sometimes I'll put ham there if I have it. Job done. So there is sort of a rough overview. I know it's a little bit rushed, but I don't always get time to film everything and all the nitty gritty, and it's a video on the list of an idea to do later, and so I can literally put together, this is how we cook everything from scratch, and so this is just how we do it. You might cook different to me, you might not like the same things as me. We have a household with some dietary and sensory needs, so we have a lot of stuff that we need to cover. So yes, our meals are very basic and boring. You know what? It's what we like, so we eat it. Yeah, you do you, we'll do us. The two of us will meet in between somewhere. So I did create a menu plan, which you would have seen in some of my other videos talking about the food shopping and things, and I did kind of have up to Saturday. I always kind of do that. By Sunday I kind of figure we'll have like tuna patties or something, but yeah, we did get invited to a barbecue Saturday, and then so Sunday yes, we ate out. But yeah, we do have these kind of meals here. So we've got dim sims and the fish and veg. We've got chicken and rice, sausage rolls for Scott, and we had lasagna. Then there's tuna monet with pasta, and then what's that? Oh, a leftover lasagna, and then the barbecue that we had out. So as you can see, as I said, our meals are pretty quick and easy. It is what it is. I'm not worried. Everybody's fed at the end of the day, and they don't need to cook it. I'm sure that's all they care about. I didn't have to cook it. Mum feeds me. I'm happy. So yeah, you can see that you don't need to go into a whole lot of details. Maybe eventually down the track I will look at doing a few more flashier type meals like that, but for now I'm literally looking at basic foods and what we used to eat and what we eat now, because we just like plain boring things. It's what it is. So next week we'll do another bit of a video overview about what the meals were. And yeah, so that's life. So yeah, I haven't put up there sort of what the full costings were for the week and how it all lays out, because it actually can get very confusing and just very overwhelming trying to work out all the nitty gritty. So I've just kind of looked at on average per meal what things cost, because you know, things like milk and bread, sugar, flour, they're gonna last like longer than one meal. So while some of it I've put the pricing in, it's an average, it's costing it all out, other stuff's gonna last longer, so that's why I'm gonna look at it for a whole month and then sort of see where we're at and how things kind of balance out. Also, I realized that, as I said, we're a family of 4. Technically, we're 4 adults with some dietary and sensory needs, so I need to factor that in. And then also, I've kind of blurred the lines a bit because life has been happening and it's just been a real struggle to try and separate food from like our snacks and things like that. So eventually at the end I will kind of do a bit of a breakdown and then show all of you guys sort of what our food was, like if that's all we had, like basic foods, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks, and so sort of how that all incorporates together. So yes, please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and tell me what kind of cook are you? Are you a basic cook, or are you more elaborate in the meals that you like to make? Do you even like to cook? I like to cook, I like the control, but I also don't mind if someone else cooks, because I've usually pre-measured out all the ingredients and I say, here, make this. So I've still got the control, I just don't need to do the work, yeah. Please subscribe to our channel, because we would love to have you here as part of our frugal fun, and don't forget you can also come and join us in our Facebook group. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!